The family only stays strong if the people today continue to, forge the bonds that they have with each other.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey.
His mother is my cousin Leslie, which is...
I think it's love because we all grew up together.
My dad's dad. Hold on.
How many name tags do you need?
My dad's... My uncle, my dad's brother.
Give me 5. How are you?
Daughter is his mother, if that makes sense.
You couldn't do much anywhere or go anywhere without somebody saying, well, do you know the Glovers or do you know the Glens?
Everybody have a good time? Come on, wake up. Maybe we should do some jumping jacks. Come on. Come on. Let's get alive.
I always just go right back to how it began.
Go in there and put a pin on the map of where you live, okay?
How grandfathers, uncles, they all got together because they stayed together and hung together and worked together.
You guys are not afraid to travel, are you?
Please, participate and help us get some money, gathered for the next reunion. I've got a lot of neat items.
White signed football.
Okay, nice. We have a Pro Bowl from 2011 that was donated.
Something tells me you had something to do with this.
Just a little bit.
Men particularly had a difficult time of expressing love to another person, to another guy or whatever, even though he's his relative.
You're getting real happy, aren't you? Well, let me go ahead and help you get a little happy. Go ahead and try it. Keep numbers, hey.
And you try to look after them.
I'm originally from Kentucky.
And you check on them at all times. This is what you're supposed to do.
I hope the younger ones will carry it on.
Well, we need to have all the kids that are available.
They can all watch.
Okay, wait a minute.
Pinata.
And I love that sound. It was my time to shoot the horn. All children! All children!
Okay, who's 4? Me. Who's 5? Me. No, you're 2.
With the computers and the cell phones and all that.
Then we're going to walk you up to the pinata. You're going to use the bat.
You can pop up a picture of the children and the family right on there and see it.
And I'll give you 3 times you get to try to break it.
And that's why I think sometimes I'm afraid sometimes it will diminish.
Okay, go for it. 1, 2, 1. Oh, you don't. Oh, okay.
Get hit. I just love being around kids and just watching their faces, and it was great. It was just all fun. It was fun for me.
Here's a bag to pick up some more. Get in there and get candy. Let that go. Here, don't step on it though. We'll switch it.
Nice swing that you had there, buddy.
Can I have one of your candies, please? Oh, thank you.
I want them to be happy and respectful.
These probably weigh more than the kids. Ready, set,
Ready?
go!
Okay, go.
Go,
Spencer.
Not monetary things. I just want them to appreciate life, appreciate people.
Look at mommy.
Good. You did a great job.
Lindsay. B13. We have a winner. B13. Harold. The winner? Harold.
I'm having fun. Great. It's my lucky day. My lucky week, rather.
God is good. God is very good because Tony has gone through a lot. It's probably a miracle that he's even here. He's got long recovery, and he's going to need everybody's support and prayers.
I had the stroke on February 11th. Made me more special. Being around loved ones. Without them, I don't think I could have done it. I probably would just given up. And just let it just take its course, but I put it in the hands of God. Let God have it. Always remember what you got and who's behind you and who will be there for you.
Glover White, and so the slide, sort of the screensavers. I selected photos from each family.
My name is Johnny Davis. I am married to Leslie Davis, who is the daughter of Wayne and Maisie Glover. We've been married 31 years.
Descendants of Mary, Emma, Ivy, Clifford, Tipton, Glover.
I have been accepted in this family as if I were the son of Wayne Glover. To be able to go back into history and know from whence they came to a large degree is magnificent.
In 2008, I was talking to my dad. I was reading a historical book about Noblesville. And then all of a sudden, I said, oh, let me look into my father's side. So I did some Google searches, and finally I found Ancestry.com. I joined and then found census records about him and started building a family tree.
Every time something happened, every time she found a new revelation or a new link, she was just so excited. It's an awesome feeling to know how connected they are and to know that this is the true essence of what family means.
I think now it's all dawning on them. Oh yeah, Leslie put those family trees out 4 reunions ago, and maybe half the people looked at them, and now everybody's paying attention.
And we're full of that love from these fathers that cared about one another, and they cared about their families, and they worked hard, to give all of us what we all have today. None of us are wealthy, but we're so rich in our heritage.
Oh, lots of sacrifices and big struggles.
Wilson Milk Factory, also known as the Indiana Condensed Milk Factory, produced canned milk. The main factory was located in Sheridan, Indiana. It was one of the area's most profitable businesses and one of the top employers.
According to Nate, Julius Glenn, his father, knew something about the formula which made him a valuable component to the business. There's also another interesting story about Julius delivering the milk to Eunice. Eunice may be a good person to tell this story because she's here.
Well, I didn't know until I was ready to give birth I was going to have twins. We didn't have anything. My twins needed to be on formula, and the formula was Olac, which needed to be mixed with Wilson's milk. And Julius gave us a case of milk a month to mix with the Olac for nothing. If it hadn't been for that, I don't know what we would have done.
Wayne, could you tell us about Clifford Tilton Glover's arrival with the mules?
Clifford came to Sheridan as a young boy, about 15 years old. After age 6 till about age 15, we knew nothing about his history, his birth mother, or his father.
Dana, maybe you can share some stories about going to visit your grandfather, Clifford.
We had a family that lived behind us, and when we were playing out, they would always call us names. Well, of course, the way children react, we would call names back. But we had a pear tree, so we would take pears, get pears off the tree or off the ground, and throw it at the kids behind us because they were throwing things at us. Well, our grandfather was there at the time, and he was sitting on an old crate, and we'd run out of pears, and he'd take his cane and knock the pears down for us. So we would have a good time.
My connection to Noblesville is through Wayne's mother, Aunt Fanny, and the friendship they had with my mother's mother, Anne Marie. My cousin Wayne took me to different places in Noblesville that I do remember as a child coming here during the summer and going by my Aunt Fanny's house. It reminded me because there's a back part of that house that me and my brother stayed in a bedroom back there. And I never forget this, I'm 56 years old. The train would come by, the freight train. It could be 12 o'clock at night. I'm in the bed asleep, and my brother's knocked out asleep. I hear this train coming through, rumbling. Every night we was there. The light was shining through the window. I'd jump up screaming, wondering what's going on. I remember Wayne's father, Elijah, and he would tell me, don't worry about that train, it's not going to bother you, but it's still bothering me every time I come out there.
Murphy C. White, who left us in the last year, we want to share some special stories about him, and his daughter, Tanya Goodlow, is going to spend a few minutes and talk about some of the things that Murphy White did around this town.
My dad transcended all rules, barriers, and obstacles. He was the first African American to become a part of the city council and has been the only one since. People such as Elijah Glover were instrumental in lobbying the city of Noblesville to begin to lift segregation laws for the swimming pool at the very park where we are having our reunion today.
I'm just going to ask Edgar Bryant to stand one more time, because I think he's the only living member of that group that went forward to the Noblesville City Council on this pool desegregation.
I just think it's like, wow, these are the people whose shoulders we stand on. Out of the things he accomplished during his lifetime, my dad would probably be most proud that he rose above the racism and discrimination and went on to become one of Noblesville's favorite sons. Perhaps one of the best summations of his nearly 88 years on this earth is a quote from Hamilton County Commissioner Steve Dillinger, and I quote, "Noblesville is a better place to live because of Murphy White."